Hey everybody! So today, on the course of my day, I encountered clients with tight neck, tight shoulders, hard to breathe, tightness in between scapula, shoulder blades, mid-back. So I decided, let's do a quick little release because I'm sure there's plenty of others out there who get tight neck, tight shoulders, tight middle back. So, by the way, it's Traci from Downward Dog Rising. Forgot to introduce myself. And today we're going to release the shoulders and your neck. And I'm going to use some techniques that are old school from Physical Mind Institute, Pilates training, and also from Eric Franklin, who's written books and he's toured around the world teaching bone rhythms. And one specific course I took with him, I took it 3 times, and then I thought, this is familiar. So I took his same class like 3 times in different areas, so I should know it by heart by now. But anyway, I think it was liberate the neck and shoulders, so might as well use some of that right now. And let's begin. All right. I just realized if I'm going to lie down on the mat, you should at least be able to see the mat on the view. All right, let's see if I can fix this without messing things up. I already messed it up, but let's see. I'll try to fix it again. Let's see if I can rearrange. All right, just tilt down. It can't be that hard, can it? Me and technology, it's like, If I was a dog, I'd be a really gnarly dog growling right now at technology. Okay, we're gonna start off. We're gonna lie on our back. And then I just want you to bend your knees. And basically, why do we bend our knees and not lie with our legs flat out straight? Because it pulls the low back. And if you need a little extra support, by having your knees bent, it's going to let this part of the back just have a little extra support. Because ideally, we have 3 curves. We have our lumbar curve, we have our kyphotic curve, and another lumbar curve at the top of the spine. So we're just trying to help the body keep those natural curves as much as we can. Okay, first exercise. Spine is long, head is away from tailbone. Float your arms straight up above height of shoulders. We never go past the joint. We have shoulder, elbow, wrist. Now you're going to inhale, float your shoulder blades up off mat, keep head down. Exhale. It's a shoulder blade slap, essentially. I can hear my bones hit the mat, my blades hit, and it makes this crunch. Inhale, they lift up. Exhale, release. They lift, they lower, head stretches away from tailbone. And 5, 4, disassociate the back of those shoulder blades away from the back of your rib cage. 3, 2, feel space open up, mid-back. Last one. Okay, so from shoulder blade slaps, we go into screw in the light bulb. Blades go up, you rotate thumbs out. So if you can't see what my fingertips are doing, your arms are straight. Think of thumbs rotate to sides of room. That's external rotation. So we're going to work with our bone rhythm. When the humerus bone goes into the glenoid fossa joint, you're going to elevate blades off mat, turn your thumbs to side walls of room, turn your thumbs back, center so they face each other, and then your blades just drop to the mat. Up, inhale, out, exhale. Inhale down. If that's too much breathing, just breathe in. Exhale as your blades hit the mat. Breathe in. Exhale as blades hit the mat. So we're just doing our screw in the light bulb. Blades go up, thumbs out, thumbs in, blades down. Blades up, thumbs out, thumbs in, blades down. 4 more. Rotate that humerus bone deeper into your shoulder socket. 3, 2, feel some space. Open up in there. Last one. All right. Next exercise, field post arms. Your elbows bend. They don't go higher than the shoulder. We don't want that. That's going to irritate our shoulder. Just keep in a straight line, your shoulder, your elbow. Then once you do that, what we need more of is this. We need more of the external rotation. And if you're super duper tight, your arm won't flatten into the mat. So we want more of that. Internal rotation, like a scarecrow in a field, that's not so important compared to this one, because this is what opens us up from sitting on a desk or computer all day long. So we just inhale, ribs expand, exhale, ribs knit together. Meaning, if you expand, you don't want ribs popping up. It's usually the 10th rib that pops up. You want to feel like ribs knit, mid-back touches mat. Keep the length in your spine. So that's what I mean. Ribs knit, keep the length in your spine. 3 more. Collarbones tight across chest. 2 more. And 1 more time. Go back into palms up, forearms up. Okay, now you have your shoulder joint is right there. And then you have your elbow. That's your humerus bone. The lower part of the arm is your ulna and your radius. So let's work the top part of the arm, your humerus bone. Wide across collarbones, shoulders, chest. Inhale. Now you just slide, you glide. I'm going to call that scapular glide. Pull your elbows to your ribs. Exhale. Inhale. Breathing in, chest is wide open. Exhale, elbows to ribs. And make sure that as you do this, you don't squish your 2 blades. We never squish our shoulder blades together in our back. We actually want to open this between them so that our shoulder girdle can stabilize. If you're pinching your blades together, you're not going to be able to stabilize your shoulder girdle. So you're just sliding your elbows in. Feel spaciousness across shoulders, chest. Feel space mid-back between those 2 blades. We never pinch them together. 1 more, breathing in. And then breathing out. All right. Okay, here comes rotating arms. This is one of my favorites that I forgot for a while, a long time, and it came back to me. What you do, we don't go higher than the shoulder. We'll irritate our shoulder joint if we go higher. You could be at shoulder level or lower. You're going to have 1 palm pressed down. Okay, the other palm is going to be face up. And what you do, you have to peel. We have the spine of our scapula. That's the back inferior edge of our shoulder blade. What we do, we peel it away from the center of our spine. How do we do that? We brace, not brace, we stabilize, we push an anchor point. Our palm pushes into the mat. You're going to start to turn your head and neck and look at the palm that's facing up. And then you're going to inhale as you peel the blade away from the mat as that palm pushes away for a little bit of stability. You look at the palm that's facing up, and then you exhale. You're going to twist the opposite palm down. You're going to start to peel the shoulder blade away from middle of back. Now you rotate that palm up, and you're getting a traction point. You're grounding. You're getting this whole area to stretch. So then we twist that palm down, rotating arms. This one is. You inhale, peel away. Exhale. Inhale. Feel like someone's taking your arm and pulling it away from your center. Exhale. Peel up. Exhale. 4 more. And press that palm into the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Expand those ribs sideways. Oh, 2 more. Breathing in. Chest is wide open. Exhale. Last one. Breathing in. Press palm into the mat, peel away, shoulder, collarbone wide, pull back down. All right. Now, slide your arms down by your sides. What we're avoiding is this. We don't want internal rotation with hiking up towards ear. So this whole spot, it needs to drop. Shoulder has to go away from ear. Each side needs to do that. Now, stretch fingertips long, so you're depressing the shoulder, pulling down out of ear, so create all that space in there. Now, after you create that space and you stretch your arm long, this opposite ear, you're going to listen to opposite shoulder without lifting this arm up. So your anchor point is this entire arm stretching long. We don't force anything. And we just tilt opposite ear towards shoulder as fingertips reach long. So you're creating your own anchor point and you're tractioning your body all by yourself. Side of neck elongates, sternocleidomastoid muscle, relax your face, your jaw, your mouth. And just stay here and breathe for a second. We want all of this stuff to release. Our scalenes get tight. 2. Breathing in, breathing out. One more deep inhale. And then gently release. Come back to the center. So now what do? You have to switch sides. This other arm stretches long out of your center. Really stretch fingers far away. Your anchor point, your shoulder drops out of your ear. Maybe I'll switch sides. Okay, I just switched sides. Shoulder pulls down, so avoid hiking. Pull away. So then your collarbone opens wide. It flattens out across shoulder, chest. And then you just start to tilt your ears if you're listening to opposite shoulder. So this whole side releases. Keep stretching fingertips long. Feel wide open across collarbone. And you're just breathing deeply. Even breathing into the middle of your back, in between the blades. Release the side of the neck, shoulder down away from ear. Breathing in, breathing out. All of this will make you feel super relaxed, so you should fall asleep pretty quickly. I don't know if you'll stay asleep. That's my problem. I fall asleep and then I can't sleep. I wake up. So you're just going to feel side of neck lengthen. You have your anchor point. Inhale, exhale. And then slowly come back to the center. All right. Next, let's get into the base of the skull, your occiput. Think of the area opposite your nose, opposite side, the base of the skull. You're going to feel like a soft tissue point in there. Basically, you're just going to tilt your chin upwards. Feel length in back and neck. And then you tilt your chin down. So I'm not actually lifting my head or neck off the mat. I'm just chin nod up, chin nod down. Basically, lift and then down. So we have our first 2 cervical vertebrae, which are really important. If you talk to a chiropractor, there are certain chiropractors that even specialize in just your first 2 cervical vertebrae. So they impact a lot in your body. The atlas is the first one, the axis is the second one. You tilt up, you tilt down. 2 more. All right, neutral is in between those 2 points. Okay, next. Think of a little, I think it's Christmas coming up. I don't know if you celebrate it or not, but if you've ever heard of Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, think of a Rudolph nose. Tip of nose is red with a little light shining. Now make a circle with the tip of your nose to the ceiling. You're not lifting your head up. You're relaxing the jaw. You might have to close your eyes so you don't get dizzy. Feel length down sides of neck. So our second cervical vertebra is getting targeted because it's rotation right now. Reverse. Tiny motion. Just getting a little space in there, just freeing. Little micro motion. Good. Come back center. All right. Okay. So we release the neck, we release the shoulders, and then I'm going to have you do breath work, breathing. Hands, you have two sides of ribs, or your rib cage. The diaphragm is the dome-shaped respiratory muscle, and then our ribs are protecting it. It allows air, it allows intra-abdominal pressure between the thorax, abdominals, rib cage. It allows a pressure gradient of pressure so the volume of air can go into the lungs and then the pressure gets released so the air can flow out of the lungs. So the diaphragm will lift up and fall down. So basically, I want you to expand. Feel like both sides of your ribs can just push out. And even feel back here, you have the back of your rib cage, which can get super duper tight. If you have any rotations in your back vertebra, if you have any, your spine can have scoliosis, and you can get rotations, and then the muscles surrounding that get pulled so tight that if you actually spend some time breathing into the lower lobes of your ribs, into your lower lobes of your lungs, you could stretch the muscles that get super tight. When you let out a full exhale, you're actually going to feel like your fingertips start to interlace together like that. So and then the chest will fall as the two sides of the ribs feel as if they wrap. And then our spine actually elongates deeper into the mat when we use this efficient form of breathing. So if you don't breathe down here, and if you only breathe up here, okay, notice what happens if I just breathe up here. My shoulders hike up and tense. My neck is tense. The front here gets tense. I'm actually kind of like squishing sides of neck down together. I'm creating patterns in my body that aren't actually useful and they're not actually efficient. So basically, just allow head neck to lengthen into the mat. Relax your arms by your sides and just start to fully expand those ribs wide apart. I'm going to fall asleep when I breathe like this. Probably you will too. So you just really fully expand, breathing in. And then exhale. Breathing should not be hard if you actually think about it. It's a natural thing. We do it automatically. Should not be a hard task. It should be effortless and it should be efficient. Breathing should just happen naturally. But other things get in the way. And stress affects our body. Let's do 3 more deep inhales before we call it a day or a night. And then see if you can let the exhales be longer. Naturally, when I exhale, it just comes out of my mouth easier. The air gets out easier. more efficiently. It's very calming, peaceful. And I can feel my back lengthening into the mat underneath me. 2 more. Breathe into the middle of the back, in between blades. And 1 more time, breathing in. The relaxation response is elicited when you breathe deeply like this. All right. So now, I'm going to turn to your side. Take a second, because you've been lying on your back, and you're just going to push up. All right. Once again, I don't have the right camera angle, and if I was a big dog, I'd growl right now. I'd start growling. Okay. Big Rottweiler start growling at the camera. All right. That's it. Deep inhale, palms to heart center. I'm not going to bother with the camera again. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathing in. My throat is dry. I need to drink right now. Exhale. With that, I hope your neck and shoulders feel a lot looser, a lot more relaxed. I'm coming down low so I can talk to the camera. Hopefully you feel a little bit more released, your sides and neck. Hopefully it doesn't feel like your shoulders are hiked up into your ears. You have more width across front of shoulders, chest, because all of this area is accessory breathing muscles. We really don't want to be in the habit of like shallow breathing where you shorten the sides of the neck, you tense the shoulders up, your jaw gets tight, you clench your teeth together, and then your chest gets tight, and then all this stuff, everything hurts. So we just have to like be really mindful of when we need to reset and just create some space in our bodies, because modern day life will create so much tension that you have to unwind. Okay, peace. Later. Hope everyone feels great. Talk to you again soon. Bye. As I slide in and growl at the camera.